Rachel's blood is on these keys. Ackerman must have taken them from the crime scene. But was it during or after the crime?
Okay. Looks like our Vic may have had access to the back office, and it's possible we may find our murder weapon back there. That's enough to get a search warrant.
A paper shredder. Look like he's got a fresh crop. The safe is locked. Since it's too small to hold a murder weapon, our search warrant doesn't let us unlock it. We'll need a different warrant to get in here. It's possible our blunt force bird didn't fly far from the coop after all. Let's see what Robbins has to say about this. A good idea to be thorough, but nothing's there. Something tells me this isn't baby powder. Let's run a narcotics test on it. A good idea to be thorough, but nothing's there.
At first I thought it might, but the eagle's bill is much larger than whatever caused the actual puncture wound. This is definitely not the murder weapon.
Methamphetamine powder, aka speed, crank, chalk, or goes by any other name. Meth interferes with the brain's neurotransmitters. It affects the brain and spinal cord. They used to use it for diet pills and nasal decongestants, but today it puts the wreck in recreational drug. Those two aren't quite a match. Try to be more sure before you ask me for confirmation. It's all about the details. Well, it looks like the prospective bride and groom had their prelim honeymoon on this desk. So, the cooperative Mr. Ackerman is holding out again. He'd been hit by a nasty lawsuit by the Vic. Maybe he pretended to mail his package, but instead waited for Mark to leave and went back into serve as his client, stepping in the blood when he took his keys back.
We have a hostile person who claims he wasn't there, but he has the Vic's blood on him. Let's talk.
I had her blood on my clothes plenty of times. Rachel had rhinoplasty a few years ago. Since then, she's had trouble with nosebleeds. She had one just before we went to the gallery. I noticed it. I changed my shirt before we left. All right. After our cool down in the back room, we got into another argument. She started all romantic and sweet, then surprised me with these theater tickets to the most expensive show in town, that a Canadian chick who sings real high and all, but I told Rach I couldn't blow off my buddies who've been planning this big bachelor party for me. She was so pissed. What do you want to see naked women for when you have me? I said, Rach, it's not a sex thing, it's a guy thing. I gotta spend my last night of freedom with them. That set her off again, but I wasn't having any. I just stormed out of there.
Stormed out? Oh, I thought you kept your cool these days.
I did keep my cool. That's how I kept it, by just walking away. What I hate is that it ended like that we parted on that nasty note.
Stormed out? Oh, I thought you kept your cool these days.
Sure, sort of. I was on the highway, busting ass getting to my pals waiting for me downtown, so I can't prove it, but they'll verify when I showed up. How did you know that?
We found evidence of your semen inside of her.
Oh, Rachel had a predictable habit. Whenever she got really mad, she wanted to work it off. The fact that Ackerman left us alone, it just made things happen faster. It was the one thing that made her temper bearable. The make-up sex.
Mr. Stock, for a guy who suffered a blow like this, frankly, you seem kind of, clinical about your late fiancé.
I'll do my grieving my own way, pal. But I'm sure you'll find out about this anyway. I was on the verge of calling it off. The whole shooting match. Relationship, wedding, whole deal. Great sex is not enough for all this stress. Rachel was turning into an out-of-control, unreasonable nutcase of self-involved vanity. But I still loved her. No, I don't do that crap. Neither did Rachel. She had a lot of vices, but not that junk.
You're in luck. One of our Hawkeye detectives found your turkey in a dumpster by the gallery. It's got a broken beak and a few other surprises. Give it a close look.
Hey, Warwick, I could use an update on the art gallery homicide.
Sure. First, our new CSI is all over this thing. We've already got time of death and the murder weapon.
Not bad for your first night.
Yeah, well, let's not break our hand patting our back. We got miles to go before we sleep. Plenty of leads, but no firm suspects. Any ideas, Kath?
Sometimes the evidence we collect has more evidence on it. I suggest you give all your evidence another hard look. Murder weapon, especially. May find something key toward completing your trinity.
Okay, rookie. You heard the boss. Let's go back to square one, with fresh eyes. Who's to say where this substance came from, since our murder weapon was found in that damn dumpster? Collected, though. You never know. Till you know. So, the perched predator had a feast for his last supper. Let's test the blood to see what type of mammal was on the menu. Well, the blood on the beak is Rachel's. And the beak fits the wound, so we have our murder weapon. But who killed her? Bingo! That custom paint from Patrick's brushes matches the paint on the murder weapon.
Okay. Seeking evidence of the gallery owner's financial woes, which makes a good motive for murder. I know a judge I can call to open that safe.
Bank records. If Ackerman's got money trouble, this should tell us. What's this? Another controlled substance? Look, I'm no longer a betting man, but if I was... Our gallery guy's busted flatter than a stretched canvas. We've done all we can with that item. Well, well. These samples are the same stash as the other stuff we found. Maybe art isn't all that Mr. Ackerman's dealing.
How's it going?
Close, Kath. Real close. Rookie's done good so far. We just found more meth at the gallery.
That doesn't fit what Doc Robbins says about the Vic's tox screen. Negative on meth in her system, so it wasn't meth-infused rage, no matter what you found.
Good to know. Okay, Rook. Let's see how somebody just saying yes to drugs figures in.